Hello, hello. Can I get a sound check, please? Hopefully, you can hear me asking for a sound check. I'm so sorry I'm late, but it is Friday, and I am so excited to be here today. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know. Let me know. Giving myself a round of applause, child. We are here. We made it. Okay, thank you, Miss Faye Faye. Appreciate you. Okay, Wow Wayne. All right. Yeah, everybody, we deserve a pat on the back. Yeah, we made it. It's Friday. I'm so excited. May 29th. Can you believe it? But listen, I want to talk about, some things going on in the world. Okay? But first, we got to let the algorithm do its thing. Right now, it's showing I got one person up in here. Okay? Not that you are not important to me or important in general, but we need a couple more folks up in here. Okay? Where's everybody at? People are saying they're not getting my notifications. That's nothing new. But listen, let's just hang out for a minute. We don't do this often, once a week. I'm tapping in. So while we wait for this algorithm to spin around and do its mysterious algorithm thing, we're going to play some tunes. Now, if you're paying attention to anything that's going on over here, you know that I am a writer, an author of fiction, and I am currently writing my second novel to be published, right? I'm actually finished. I'm putting in my last touches and whatnot, but I have a playlist, and this is the first song I usually start off with when I'm writing to get me in that general space. Okay. The book is in the timeline of the 80s, the late 80s, 80, specifically 87 to 89. All right. So while we're waiting on the algorithm, okay, let's get some tunes going and get our vibe up and all of that. Let's go.
Around the room, so picture us together. Picture us together now. Feeling all our dreams are free, romantic thoughts and not letting them fade away. Oh no, reach for the sky, reach for the sky. I want you more. You know I want you more. I'll be nearby. I'll be nearby. Come with me, I'll take you there. Reach for the sky. Oh, reach for the sky. I want you more. I want you. I'll be nearby. No, I'll be nearby. No, I'll be nearby. Come with me, I'll take you there. Share my space with you. After all, this is how it should be. I want your love, I need your love. Just some tender words alone. Let me know that this is how it ought to be. Oh yeah. Reach for the sky. I want you more. I want you. I'll be nearby. Come with me. I'll take you there. Reach for the sky. I want you. I want you more. I want you more. I'll be nearby. No, I'll be nearby. Come with me. I'll take you there. Reach for the sky. Reach for the sky. I want you. I want you more. You know I want you. I'll be nearby. I'll be nearby. Come with me. I'll take you there. Reach for the sky. Reach for the sky. I want you more. You know I want you. You know I want you. I'll take you there. Reach for the sky. Reach for the sky. I want you. I want you more. I want you. I want you more.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, that is Paradise from a group called Change. Shout out to everybody here today in the flesh. Okay. Round of applause to you. So happy Friday, of course. Yeah, ringing bells. Peace, world, peace, welcome or welcome back to Goddess Dawn Speaks, aka the $1 trillion Goddess, hosted by Goddess Dawn herself. Okay. You don't want to say Goddess Dawn, you can call me GD, Goddess. You know what I'm saying? Just not Dawn by itself. Okay. Thank you. Anyway, what we doing today? We're tapping in. I want to shout out to my warriors. A couple of y'all are here. Faye, I see you. Wow, Wayne, appreciate you as always. Somebody here and there in the bushes popping in and out. I don't have a specific topic on today's subject just because I didn't really have time to figure it out. I didn't really feel like it either. I'm feeling like I'm in a new era. All right. I'm feeling the shift. I'm feeling the shift of my conscious elevation. Yeah. Seriously. Yeah, my own personal conscious elevation. I can't speak for you. I can't speak for him, her, or they. I can speak for me. And I'm going places, baby. I'm going places. Okay. Yeah. And we're talking good places. All right. Good places, not bad places. Let me ring the bell on that. All right. So I was talking about my book earlier, and not to give too much of it away because I'm still in process of things behind the scenes too. You know, I did put the thing in for the trademarking and the copyright and all that stuff. And it is a series, so there's a specific thing for that. But I do want to say that it is an LA focused, okay, I would say a noir memoir, could be considered a urban street thriller, could be considered a psychological thriller in some cases. However, it's lit. Okay, I can't wait to share it with you guys. But in the meantime and in between time, I'm here just to tap in and make sure, that we all good. And also here to remind you of a few things. And that's to tap into yourself. Are we doing this? Are we taking our deep breaths consciously and mindfully? Are we being intentional with our words and our behavior, our movement out here in the world, dealing with other people and other things out there? Because some of these people ain't really people. I'm telling you. Some of these people, we got hybrids, we got whole other species walking around out here. But I say that, keep your heart pure, stay focused on, what's important, and don't do nobody dirty. I say just long as you're doing right by yourself and others, you should be all right. It's a mindset for, where you're going to be in life. Okay. Your environment shifts with your mindset. So you got to get your mind right. And I'm here to remind you of that. Okay. I'm here to remind myself of that because I be forgetting too. Shoot. I'm out here living the dream and trying to remind myself that, just to keeping on, keep living it, keep staying focused. Don't step off that tightrope. Just don't look down. Don't look down, girl. Look ahead. Look up too. Half y'all, everybody's looking at their phones and looking down. Need to be looking up. Okay. A lot of things happening up there. So, speaking of a lot of things happening, I'm gonna switch gears. We're gonna move over to, what's going on in the world. I think I'm just gonna follow Instagram. Chuck, what is this? Oh, yeah. Let's talk about some headlines. Share some consensuses. Okay, Juti in the building. Hey, boo. Not just people. You guys are, so much appreciated coming in here, spending your few minutes, out of your whole day just to tap in, because I'm here just to spread love, some knowledge, some things that I've learned, some things that I've come across, some questions maybe that I have, and things of that nature. But I'm here, and that's the point. We're all here. Pinch yourself. Make sure. Pat yourself on the back for a job well done. If you're able to have a moment of just peace and leisure and sitting down and listening to YouTube, that's a blessing. Count your blessings, baby. I love it here too, Faye. I really do. So, appreciate you too, boo. I really do. So, first thing, I'm opening my Instagram right now. This wasn't one of my saved posts because I have some things saved that I was just gonna let's talk about this, that, and the other. But this was the first thing. Miss A. Marie says that she won a custody battle in her nasty divorce. I had no idea any of this was going on with her. And speaking of the fact that I'm shifting or I'm feeling the shift that I've been going through energetically, we're talking. I ain't really been tapping into a lot of these headlines. That's why the past couple of lives I've done, this one and the one before specifically, have not been on any specific headline or, pop culture subject or topic or person, influencer or whatnot. I'm a little bit out of the loop. I mean, I do save things as I pop in and out, but it doesn't stay on my mind. So coming here is more a focus on you, you know what I'm saying, and me versus what's going on. But together, I just want to pop in. Let's pop our heads in together to these internet streets and see what's going on. So it says that her ex ordered to return her music files and pay $2,298 monthly in child support. That's not a lot. Who was her ex? Let's see, because I am a little nosy. Okay. Details of A. Marie's divorce from Lenny Nicholson have been revealed. Lenny Nicholson. Who the hell is Lenny Nicholson? Let's see if they say. According to the divorce judgment obtained by TMZ, Lenny must return an external hard drive containing the singer's music files, in addition to her TV tracks. While the former couple didn't own any property or maintain joint bank accounts, Amerie was awarded a 2016 Range Rover and full control of her music businesses. She was also granted primary physical custody of their son, with Lenny receiving parenting time every third weekend, along with $22.98 per month in child support. Amerie and Lenny jumped the broom in 2011 and separated in April 2024. According to the court documents, after she filed for divorce, Lenny, who claimed he served as Amerie's manager, tour producer, performance director, and business strategist for over 20 years, made a series of accusations, including that she spent $20,000 on cosmetic surgery and only returned to music after abandoning him. He also asked the court to award him $1.75 million in alleged unpaid commissions, $150,000 in damages for alleged verbal attacks and emotional distress, spousal support, and more. In the end, the judge found Amerie's estimated monthly income was $57.35, while Lenny's income was listed at $10,000 a month. How is that possible? So, as I was reading this, I'm thinking this is so personal and I feel really yucky reading this. However, it's interesting in a general sense, meaning a lot of people are going through this type of thing all over the world. And for her to be the person out here on a big platform like the Jasmine brand on Instagram, it's one of my go-to blogs, and her business be put out on Front Street, is really kind of, I think, just something for each of us to take note of, chew on a little bit, don't swallow it, spit it out, and just maybe get any lesson you could be getting out of it. Who knows what we're facing or what we face that maybe we didn't get something out of, or we're going to get something out of. But reading this, knowing a little more about what she's going through, probably having to read more to understand a lesson out of it. But still, maybe the lesson is just that everybody go through shit. Maybe the lesson is nobody's perfect. Maybe the lesson is that, make better choices when it comes to especially marriage and especially management, okay? Because having a manager who sucks and who is a succubine, who sucks the life out of you, a whole vampire out here, is not a beneficial thing for anybody. But yeah, more power to Amerie. Glad she sounds like, she won. She was ordered, the guy was ordered to return her stuff. And that's the thing. How you gonna hold her stuff from her things that she created, birthed like children? Not your place to do. Okay. Anybody, y'all got anything to say about this? No. Chrissy Power, what's going on, Ma? Thank you for the bells. Yeah, so just out here shooting the shit, tapping in on a Friday. Yeah. Already heading into June. Yeah. Can't wait. That's my birthday month. Shout out to all my Geminis, but also shout out to my Cancers, my fellow Cancers. Yeah, looking forward to a whole nother year around the sun, and grateful to have had all the years that I have. Even though I'm sitting here, I'm like, wow, my roots is growing out, my nails is growing out. You know what I'm saying? I do my own hair, but my color, I don't do my own hair. I do my own color, but I don't do my own nails. So I will be rolling up to the nail shop this weekend. I'm going to hit her up, see if I can come in on Sunday. But yeah, looking a hot mess out here. However, baseball caps come in handy. Okay. As do pockets. If I need to shove my hands in some pockets, if I'm, trying not to put my hands in somebody's face when I'm having a conversation. You don't need to look at my nails. Listen to what I'm telling you. But oh my goodness, life is such a journey. So much of a blessing to be here. We all wanted to be here, regardless of how you feel about it. You wanted to be here. You planned to be here. You had a plan to be here for when you got here. You chose your parents. I'm telling you things you might not want to hear, but I'm telling you what I'm telling you. So, all of that to say is whatever is going on with you in your life, make sure you're following through. Don't give up, stick to it. Okay. Plunge ahead, forge ahead, full speed. Okay. But balance everything out. Take your time. Don't rush through it like you ain't got no time because the universe might misread that. Okay. And call it your time. Don't do that. What else we got going on here on Instagram? Tasha K. Inc.'s partnership deal with Wendy Williams' radio and TV syndicator Oceanic Trade wins. I'm not going to even read this, but shout out to Tasha K. and Mo kudos. Shout out. That's what she is living to my from what I can see from the outside looking in. She's living both a dream and a nightmare at the same damn time. Not the peace I'm subscribing to in this life. I'll take the dream. You can have the nightmare. And to do both is traumatic. Very difficult to navigate with, sanity, which I don't think Tasha K has. My opinion. So, what is this? Something about some robots. Oh, the Jetsons was giving us a heads up, they say. 1X Technologies just unveiled Neo, a humanoid robot designed for the crib, folding clothes, fetching things, opening doors for you, even managing your schedule. And the wildest part, if you remember your conversations and it remembers your conversations and adapts to your habits the longer it's around. Reserve yours now with just a $200 deposit. Deliveries set to start late 2026. Tap in with 1X Technologies for more. And they're asking who's ordering one. Well, the design, if this is it, looks creepy. Looks like a masked bandit. Why they put this girl dressed in like a school uniform next to this? That's also creepy. Why? This is it, I guess, doing stuff. Baking, giving a high five. Look like it moves really slow. Like you could, if you need to, kick his ass. Because that's my thing. It's adapting to your habits and doing this and that. But what if it adapts too much to your habits? What if it gets ahead of you and starts predicting things? What if it wants to be you? Single white female, remember that? What about, single, I don't know what this is, single beige robot? Or it might be based on the person. So, single human. Or should we call it lazy human? Because if you got to hire this thing to do your work, and look how it moves so slow. Like it would take forever for it to finish the task. I don't have patience for that. Like, can we turn it up a notch? What do y'all think? Are you interested in this? $200 down payment. That doesn't sound that bad. What's the amount though? What's the total? $200 down deposit for a $250,000 robot. Your payments will be $15,000 a month. Thank you. But yeah, so I don't know, y'all. I'm not feeling this. This is like a horror movie to me. Juti said no, thank you. Yeah. Let me go back to I see some comments about what I was talking about. Let's see. Juti says stick to it and enjoy the time also. Absolutely. Yeah. Faye said keep your vibrations high. That's right. That's the key. Juti said I open my own doors. Faye said that's weird. I wouldn't want one of those. See, because we have common sense. Juti said, I'll be the old lady who refuses a robot. Exactly. Faye said, you couldn't pay me to have one. All right. So we all are on the same page with regard to the robot maid situation. No thanks. Moving on. What is this? Jasmine Brand again, child. Wait a minute. It has something about, wait, KTLA News, Channel 5 out here. Judge orders Trump's name to be removed from the Kennedy Center. Federal judge on Friday blocked the rebranding of Kennedy Center to include President Trump's name and ruled that that officials improperly voted to close it starting that summer. Full story in the link. Okay. Well, that's good news because, I think it was a horrible decision for them to allow him to do. I think he was able to, because of his presidency, have his slot on the board or whatever, but like he's doing too much. He's trying to put his name on it. I don't want to talk about no Young Miami. I don't want to talk about no business loans or the Grammy Museum. This is me scrolling. I don't want to talk about nothing. You know what? This one was actually interesting. I saw this story. This is a trip. Khloe Kardashian says she forced Tristan Thompson to get a vasectomy as a part of an ultimatum. Now, mind you, these people are not married, but she forced him. How did she force him to do that? How? So I guess this is a transcript from an interview that she took part in. She said, do you want me to have more kids in the future? It was a question. He said, I think I signed off for 2 embryos. So, I mean, if I do have more kids, it'd be coming from you. I already have enough baby mamas. He said, I don't want no more. She said, smart. And who helped you make that decision? That was me. Tristan may have had a little ultimatum from me, she said. He said, what? Getting neutered? Yeah, sometimes you have to lay them niggas on the table, is what he said. I think that's what they said. Nuts. Them nuts, excuse me. He said, sometimes you got to lay them on the table. What do you mean sometimes? You only have one time to do it. Well, I guess you can reverse those, I'm told. But why would you do that? Khloe then said, sometimes you have to get forced into the right decision. And then he said, yeah, I've been a little hard-headed at times, more times than not, which I wish I wasn't as stubborn. I guess I'm an experienced learner, not as much from being told, which is unfortunate, but it's a part of life. It's a part of the journey. So it is what it is. The hell is he talking about? He said, I guess I'm an experienced learner. Does he mean an experienced fuck up? An experienced idiot? What is he saying? She then says, so no more kids for you? She then asked him, after telling us she already forced him to get his nuts clipped. He then says, no more kids unless it's coming from Khloe's embryos. Yes, I bought them. Wow. So this is a transactional relationship, it sounds like. Give me your nuts, okay, and give me money, and I'll give you children. She then said, you did save sperm unless you wanted to do that. We saved sperm because I said, what if you get married and your wife doesn't have kids and you want to do that? So we did that because you also can reverse it. Okay. Wow. But who wants to go through that? Come on. He said, no, I'm not laying down on that table again. And she goes, it wasn't that bad. You were up and walking. He said, it's 15 minutes. I tell guys, it's very quick. Wow. So she's saying it wasn't that bad, like she undid it before. She might have, child. That was the rumor back in the day. This is ridiculous. Okay. Khloe don't have no business telling no man what to do, let alone is with regard to his testicles. But is Tristan even a man? And at this point, we could probably say no, child. Yeah, we could probably say no. He had already laid on the table and sacrificed his penis or his baby making. His baby making those things, those little chunky chunk. All right. Juti said it's entitled. Yeah, I agree with that. She said these people are so weird. Yet it's all up on the shade room, child. And this is why I can't with this. I haven't been keeping up on this thing going on. I've seen a lot of posts about it. Let's see. Netflix didn't tell the real story. Davion's sister breaks her silence, claims the documentary left out shocking details. And this is about a true crime documentary that just exploded. But what's the documentary called? They're saying it left out a much darker and more complicated reality. They don't tell the name in this whole post. Davion Flanagan and Dominic someone. Let me look at the comments. Okay, well, a lot of people are involved in this or interested. Somebody said I watched 4 docs and the most insightful one is Dr. Insanity on YouTube, on Tubi, but that's not this. All right. Well, I guess I'm getting too invested to not even know what it is. My bad. I'm gonna keep this moving. I don't care about Hoda and Cheryl Lee Ralph. Oh Lord, what's going on with Robert Sylvester Kelly? This is his mailing address, I guess, if anybody wants to write to him. This is his this is information regarding sending a Western Union, a MoneyGram, or something through the mail. So I guess this is just basically putting it out there that you could send him some shit, some money, preferably. Let's see. Ghetto Queen. If you have anything you want to share with Robert to lift his spirits, a kind message, a fond memory of him or his music, a prayer or a verse, please put it in a card or a letter and send it to this address. Please continue to advocate and pray for him and turn his music up. He needs our support and now and forever. He deserves it and appreciates it. He loves and misses his fans so much. His family, she said. Let's show him that we love and miss him a million times more. Aw. She's also basically gone on to ask if you can put money on his books and all this other stuff. Moving on. Pooh Shiesty, please not guilty to federal robbery and kidnapping charges. I heard his daddy got out too. I think I had to save that. Criminal complaint against Pooh Shiesty and his conspirator surfaces with alleged Gucci Mane kidnapping details. Okay, that was the actual arrest. He pled not guilty, but I thought it was all corroborated with evidence. Yeah, they said his daddy had gotten bond and will be released while his case remains pending in Texas. I'm not really following this case, but it's a whole crazy scenario. The problem is these contracts, these music contracts these people sign. Gucci Mane supposedly signed this guy to a really flawed contract, a really criminally equivalent contract, honestly. And he took matters into his own hands and now he's in prison. So don't do that shit. I mean, that's really the message. Again, learning messages through these people. What is this? Talking about my governor. Newsom signed $750 million in film credits. California crew are coming back. Okay, so they're trying to bring the movies and film, TV back to LA. But they drove them out with the strikes and the lack of support and resources and the low and all the taxes they were being charged and fees. It was, once one of LA's bread and butter. Somebody got in the office somewhere and decided they was going to change things. I don't think it was Governor Newsom, though, was it? Because if he was able to sign the credits, couldn't he have taken them away in the first place? Who else would have been able to do that? It would have had to have been him. Former NBA star Terry Rozier hit with new federal bribery charges and gambling case. Oh, wow. Out here making bad decisions. Again, bad decisions. Don't gamble and don't bribe people. Period. Jeannie Mai. Wife discovers husband is gay on Facebook, files for divorce. He shoots her 15 times as a result of that, I guess. That is crazy. And now, not only has he been outed as gay, not that he should have had to been outed, he should have been loud and proud with it. And why even subject your wife to your being in the closet? But now he's a murderer. Probably, let's see, is he in prison? Let's see. The situation escalated into a violent incident that left her critically injured. Oh, she's still alive. Authorities say the case is now moving through the court as more details continue to emerge. So, wait a minute. 15 times and she's still alive? He got some, that judgment goes deep for him. That bad judgment he got all the way down to the trigger finger. Okay, I don't know who these people are. Serena Williams come out of retirement. Do we care? Jaden and Willow Smith building original anime from African folklore, not just voicing characters. The folklore title is Congo and Gullah Geechee. Okay. They've also, they've pretty much been culturally tapped in. I think I've seen things that they've done over the years that say that, they have a heart for humanity. Gayle King's ex-husband issues an apology after she details a previous incident where he was caught cheating with one of her friends. Why did I think he was no longer alive? But I guess to the public, he's coming out and apologizing for what? Why are you coming out now? Who cares? Okay, he must have done an interview or something, but he's talking to TMZ. My deepest apologies, child. Oh, he apologized to his children too. Something's going on to make him apologize. Something they have over his head. They was dangling something over his head or something. All right. This is from Danger Works Planet. New library dedicated solely to the Epstein files, opening in New York with 3.5 million pages. A whole library, y'all. What is this? What is this world we're living in? Someone printed every single page of the Epstein files, bound them into 3,700 volumes, and opened a library in New York's Tribeca neighborhood. The nonprofit Institute for Primary Facts organized the exhibit and named it the Donald J. Trump and Jeffrey Epstein Memorial Reading Room. What? The library holds 3.5 million pages of files, weighs 17,000 pounds, and is open by appointment only from May 8th to the 21st. It was built for one reason, to make you physically feel the scale of the weight of what happened over 1,200 estimated victims, to over 1,200 estimated victims. How do you even have time to read so much material over a short period of time through May 8th through the 21st? If you have to keep going back and forth every day, I'm pretty sure they don't let you take pictures of the stuff. I guess you would assign a team. You would have a team of people, assign everybody a section, and go to work. Okay. 3.5 million pages is a lot of reading. You got to get that apparatus, that thing I saw. You put it on your phone and it reads it for you. There's some type of a thing they got for that. Okay, let me see. I have some things saved that I was going to share. What are y'all talking about over here in the chat? Faye, a library of Epstein files. That's nuts. I'm glad the woman is still alive. Juti, strong woman. I'm glad she's still alive. Right. Oh my goodness, how is she still alive? Juti. Oh, right. I have my guard. I have to guard my vibrations. Never mind. Wait, can I send him insults? Oh, talking about R. Kelly. Exactly. That's why I didn't even go there. I was going to say something to that effect. Back when I was covering the trial, we were well prepared to send him plenty of things to read. But yeah, like you said, guard my vibrations, child. While Wayne said guilty, guilty, guilty. Okay, so what is this? Let me scroll down. There's so much going on in the world. Why is Sean Kingston's mother, who's in prison, okay, if y'all don't remember, I think I covered this. Sean Kingston and his mother both got sentenced for fraud. They got 5 years. Well, she got 5 years. But look at her posing in prison, and she's the boss child, sitting down, just as happy as a clam, right there in the middle with her white turban. She got her work boots on. She got her little crew. She's definitely the boss. People were commenting about her watch, talking about how many bands it had on it, representing her flex. Somebody said she walking that time down. She actually looks better here than she did in them mugshots, that's for sure. She don't look that bad. What is this? New prison that allows inmates to serve years off their prison sentences in just a matter of minutes. What?
So that sentence in just a matter of minutes. So the criminals is going to have a choice to spend tens of years behind bars, or they can make the choice to get the artificial memory implanted into their brain. So this process is called Cognify. And the intent of it is to treat the criminal like a patient. They're going to try to change the person's brain chemistry. After this process, when they re-enter society, they will be new and reformed, and they won't even be capable of committing any other crime. The chip can make the patient feel empathetic. Depending on the severity of the crime, the chip can also make you feel the emotional and physical pain of the victim and the family members. You can feel what they felt. So the process only takes about 7 minutes. But to the patient, it seemed like it had been years. Last year, the U.S. government spent $8.7 billion taxpayers' dollars on the prison. They say with this new prison, they can save money for healthcare, education. Also, they feel that it will be so many reformed people that doesn't commit crimes. Y'all leave in the comments and tell me what y'all think about this. Do y'all think this is actually going to work? Or do y'all think that they're creating something that they don't even know that they're creating? Y'all leave in the comments and tell me what y'all think.
Oh, no. I'm thinking of this from the perspective of someone who has a loved one, who could be considered having this chip. Do we have enough information to know long-term effects? Something could go wrong with this. Somebody in the comments said the mark of the beast. Somebody said at first it will be voluntary, then it will be mandatory. Yeah, because they're going to be using them as guinea pigs until they get it together and get it right, and then they're going to put it down on them. That's kind of scary. I don't know about the chip thing. I don't know. I mean, who else are they going to want a chip? They might want to start with the prisoners and move it on up into society. Like, no, we don't want to do this. They might actually have it at some point where it's an elective measure, like plastic surgery. You want to get a nose job? You want to get a boob job? You want to get a chip in your brain to make you think a certain way and be a certain way and be able to do certain things that you weren't able to do before? Like, no, that's kind of scary. Matter of fact, I think that's something Elon Musk is a part of. He had his chip that was replacing people's limb functions or whatever. But I'm pretty sure they were doing other things with these experiments. That's kind of crazy. I don't know. What do y'all think about that? Y'all have nothing to say? Where is everybody and what is going on? I guess I have to put a topic on my subjects from now on, child. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard, the boxer. Some of y'all might not be old enough to remember Sugar Ray Leonard. He's a boxing legend, okay? Well, they're saying that now he's having troubles at home with his son. It says that his 25-year-old son is addicted to drugs and has violent tendencies and has stolen extreme amounts of money. Family is extremely afraid. And basically just talking about, this is filed in court. So this is how TMZ got the information. His son, Daniel, had been struggling with addiction issues for years and has been displaying increasingly concerning behavior. A restraining order for request outlines for a string of alleged incidents, including multiple car crashes, 4 overdoses, and Daniel running off with extreme amounts of money and other valuable items. He has also allegedly become more violent. On May 19th, things reportedly turned ugly, prompting police to be called after an incident in which he allegedly got physical with his father. Sugar Ray was later granted a temporary restraining order. However, Daniel returned to the property the next day, which led to his recent arrest. It says in quotes, "My wife is extremely afraid, along with my daughter, Camille. His behavior has gotten worse every day." This is what he wrote in the filing. "We haven't had a day of peace in 9 years, which is the reality of his addiction." He's 25, 9 years. So what is that, 16? So he was around 16 when he started having these troubles. What was going on in his life before that? It says, "Scared for my family, a judge ordered Daniel to stay 100 yards away from his father, including his home and workplace. A hearing is scheduled for next month to determine whether those protections should be made permanent, and Daniel is also due back in court over the arrest." Damn. Somebody said, "Addiction has no area code, no tax bracket, no family dynamic. I pray he finds deliverance." Yeah, I like that. That's a good message right there. And that's so true. Somebody said, "Trying to help an addict is very difficult. They have to want the help." That is so true. Somebody said, "Bro, you were the champ. I know you still got enough to knock his ass out. This breaks my heart." Oh, wow. Well, it's very sad news for anybody to have to deal with this type of situation. I pray to God, thankfully, that I'm not one of these people, or wasn't one of these people for my parents either. I do believe the stress it causes could give a person really a passport to an early grave. And how ironic is that you bring your child into the world and then your child puts you in the grave because they're stressing you out to that point. So, this is the world we're living in, though. Drugs is a big old problem, a huge problem in this here country. But, shout out to anybody having to have this type of issue in their household and stepping into it every day and waking up every day with hope. Hopefully you on your knees praying too. And now they always say congratulations. Okay, I don't want to get a copyright thing, but this is Kevin Hart's. It says, "Kevin Hart seemed to have a ball embarrassing his son during graduation." Okay, so Kevin Hart's son graduated from high school. I guess it's high school, right? They said he ran up like a bad kid. Oh, his child is not fazed by him. I'm sure he's been through enough with his daddy to know his daddy. All right. Okay, that's the whole mermaid thing. Disneyland announces new month-long event celebrating Black culture starting on June 19th, 2026. Okay, so Disneyland is cashing in on Black culture. What else is new? Yeah. Disneyland is expanding their its celebrate soulfully programming in 2026. I didn't even know they had this going on, with events highlighting Black culture, music, food, art, and storytelling. You know what? This actually sounds interesting, to be honest. I wouldn't mind attending this. My best friend actually went to Disneyland. She got like a 3-day pass, a different pass for 3 different days, like some kind of package they had for her own birthday, for herself, child. Maybe I will actually extend this invite. Let me look into this. But Disneyland, we know all about you, Disneyland. What else is going on? I'm trying to end on something positive. We talked about Chloe. Look at this. 8 students rescued after being stuck on a Texas roller coaster for hours. Can you imagine? 8 students rescued after getting stuck for hours on the Iron Shark roller coaster at Pleasure Pier in Galveston, Texas on Thursday. And that thing is right over the water too. That is terrifying. This is in Houston. It says the Galveston Fire Department Chief Mike Varela Jr. They responded, according to him, they responded to the scene at 5:37 p.m. after receiving reports of riders stranded on the roller coaster. These were middle school and STEM Academy High School students. They said all students, staff, and chaperones were safely rescued, and the school officials are in contact with the families. Can you imagine getting that phone call? Your child is on a roller coaster that on a high up in the air, okay, stuck on the pier. Nobody wants that. I'm sure that's something they're going to remember for the rest of their lives. They're going to talk about it probably for the rest of their lives. Here we go. Southwest says plus size passengers. Oh, no, this is not the story I meant to click on, but this is about basically how plus size passengers are no longer required to buy extra seats in advance. So I guess they have a seat for that ass, for that fat ass. They call it a customer of size policy. They've updated this. So you can actually show up and get your fat ass seat on the spot. Probably cost you a grip. What I meant to click on was this. Elon Musk says brain chip implants could soon give humans godlike powers. See what I'm saying? Messing with God. He said humans could soon receive cybernetic brain implants that are capable of giving people godlike powers, claiming the technology may allow for Jesus-level miracles. What? Somebody said, I rebuke in the name of Jesus. Now, this is scary because who is going to give these people this authority and what type of miracles? I mean, it could be helpful, but it also could be harmful. Do we really want to give people these type of powers? I don't think so. And guess what? Based on the world we're living in today, we already know who's going to have access to these powers. Not us. Not the average human being. Okay? Child, this is crazy. So Faye says she don't want the chip. Thank you for the bells, Wild Wang. Listen. Round of applause for sticking through the program. I know I'm just bouncing out all over the place. And I haven't, I got a text yesterday. Somebody asking me where I've been. I'm like, I went live last Friday. But basically just saying, YouTube is going to be YouTube. So I'm reaching out to whoever wants to hear it, whoever cares, whoever gives a fuck. And those who don't, more power to you as well. Many blessings and well wishes your way. I was thinking about reading a little bit of my book, child. I'm right in the final chapter, doing really what I'm hoping is going to be the final scene. I might do one other final chapter because it's a multi-character book, but I do have a main protagonist. I have several antagonists as well. I have a main female protagonist and male protagonist, but I have other characters. But I think my last chapter, I want to focus on the main female protagonist in first story point of view. Like I started it, because it didn't end up that way in the middle of the book. It's ended up in third person with different people. So now I want to kind of bring it back home with the first person point of view with the main protagonist female character. I think I'm going to make that one short but sweet, but that's what I'm trying to finish. And I have till tomorrow. My deadline is May 30th, okay, to have the final first draft, okay? Thank you, Faye. I'm so excited you're excited because your excitement keeps me excited and keeps me going. Appreciate y'all. You're welcome for the live. I appreciate you being here live in a real person. We dealing with demons. Look at Elon Musk himself, child. I want to wish everybody a happy Friday, Yeah. Obviously, thank you again for being here and tapping in with me, and also for just doing your thing, being you, child. Just do you, be you. And I'm trying to do the same. Okay, I'm trying to preach and do what I say not say what I do. Do what I say, don't say what I do. Wait, no, that's not right. Do what I say, not what I do. But I want to be a walking example, not just somebody who preaches. That's why with the book, I'm hoping to be able to come like, y'all, I got my deal. I want to be able to share it exclusively on my channel with y'all. I might have to do it behind a paywall, but anyway, we'll get there when we get there. In the meantime, I'm appreciating where I'm at every moment. And you do the same, because the moment in the present is the gift. Stay in the present and your problems will dissolve. I'm telling you. Happy Friday. Happy weekend to all of you. Thank you, Well Wayne. Yeah, please check out my community wall. I haven't really posted there actually, but I haven't really posted any shorts either lately. I've been busy. I got deadline. So with that said, I got to go, but I will be back. And if you're in the replay, let me know you came by in the comments. Shout out to everybody who, again, came in, real life and real person. Okay. We're living the dream. Don't forget it. All right. Till next time, y'all. Peace and love. Love and peace. Till next time. Bye.